differences to come and attend this conference in the search for peace. May Allah give us and fulfill our objectives. It is now my singular honor and privilege to invite the President of the Nigerian Republic, Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces to come and declare this conference open. Mr. President, please.
Please sit down. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency the Senate President, Senator Abubakar Bukola Saraki, Your Excellency Abdul Aziz Yari, Chairman Governors Forum, and the governors that are here, I think of Kaduna, Adamawa, Niger, Kebbi, Katsina, Sokoto, and Jigawa. Distinguished senators, all members of the House of Representatives and the assemblies, honorable ministers, members of the diplomatic corps, His Eminence the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar. I have cancelled the three. And the other traditional rulers here present, Dr. Abdullah bin Abdul Mohsin Al-Turki, Executive Secretary, World Muslim League, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Islamic scholars and ulamas here present, top government functionaries, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to join you this afternoon at the commencement of this International Conference for Peace and Nation Building, which I understand is a joint effort between Jama'atul Izalatul Bid'ah wa Iqabatul Sunnah based here in Nigeria and the Muslim World League. I would like to welcome you all, especially those of you who took the time to travel from different parts of the world to attend this very important conference. In particular, I would like to extend my warm welcome to His Eminence Professor Abdullahi bin Abdul Hussein Al-Turki, the Executive Secretary of the Muslim World League. The theme and time of this conference are most apt, coming at a time when most of the world is grappling with one form of violent conflict or another. I am particularly impressed by the objectives of the conference, which include to promote national, regional, and global cooperation among the spread of insurgency, to correct the distortions about the concept of peace in Islamic ideology and philosophy, to contribute to the global fight against terrorism because security is a shared responsibility, to attract global attention to the plight of those most affected by the insurgency, which is mostly concentrated in the northeastern part of our country. These include internally displaced persons, orphaned children, widows, and the elderly who have been rendered homeless, to determine the origin, the remote and immediate causes of the movement, its sponsors, its international connections, if any, to ensure that measures are taken to prevent reoccurrence of this evil. The outcome of the proceedings of this conference will be useful in this regard. As we have had cause to mention earlier, our government in joint cooperation with our neighbors has substantially degraded the attacking capacity of the insurgents to a level that has now compelled the insurgents to retreat. We will pursue them relentlessly until they become an item of history. The tragic paradox of the global insurgency situation is that most of the atrocities committed by various insurgents all over the world today are being carried out mainly by people who pretend to be Muslims. Yet most of the victims and casualties are equally Muslims. To underscore their cruelty and godlessness, they particularly target the most vulnerable members of the society: children, women, and the elderly. No religion approves of such heinous crimes against humanity. Definitely not Islam, nor Christianity, to which two most Nigerians belong. This is a tragedy which all normal people must rise up against. Islam does not permit lawlessness. It frowns at extremism even in normal acts of worship. The emergence of any group advocating the contrary is therefore irreligious and unacceptable. Religious leaders must intensify their efforts to send out the real teachings of their religion in order to counter the diabolical ideology that motivates the insurgent elements. I wish to use this forum to call on all religious, community, and political leaders to mobilize their followers against corruption and crimes of any kind. They should also encourage them to be more tolerant of each other and recognize the rights of others, as they want others to recognize their rights to worship and live freely. Our country, Nigeria, has suffered many years of official neglect and corruption, leading to untold hardship to the common man. I wish to assure you that our government will do everything possible to safeguard lives and property, and also to ensure even development across the country. The global economic challenges the world is grappling with today might well turn out to be a blessing for us in Nigeria, because it will stimulate the latent economic opportunities that we have left untapped for decades. Poverty breeds disaffection, which in turn leads to crime and lawlessness, including confrontation against the state. To checkmate this, we must work hard to lift our economy, engage our youth, and rebuild infrastructure. We can only achieve this with full cooperation of all Nigerians and under a stable policy. We are determined to do this, and we shall not be deterred. As I declare this timely conference open, I wish you all the blessings of God and successful deliberations. Thank you very much.
President Muhammadu Buhari there, declaring open the International Islamic Conference on Peace and Stability. I might
address of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari. Mr. President, thank you very much for that address. Ladies and gentlemen, it is in the nature of our people that when they visit you, you start thinking of what to give them. But in this respect, our visitors, in their own nature, have decided to make a special presentation to the President of Nigeria. I will now call on Sheikh Dr. Abdullah bin Musin to make the presentation to Mr. President.
Well, this is exactly what the International Islamic Conference on Peace and Stability intends to achieve: a brotherhood, cooperation, and togetherness. There you've seen a presentation on behalf of the co-organizers of the event as well as the organizers of the event to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. It's been dubbed International Islamic Conference on Peace and Stability, but I can assure you that it's been a multi-religious and a multicultural event. One thing that has...
It's not in my place to say thank you. Otherwise, I will spend 1 hour thanking our visitors for this kind gesture. I will now call on our learned senior colleague, Malam Kabir Gombe, to come and give the vote of thanks. Malam Kabir Gombe, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Mr. President,